Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Baltimore defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Steelers now at 2-5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Stroud to throw it. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go. And
he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Watch the whip. Under 10.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, Offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man there is Darnell Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. George Pickens, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! George Pickens with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The second down throw now from Stroud. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Well, at first down, they run with Kamara as he'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Stroud on third down now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Drake Jackson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded inside the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now left side on the swing pass, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Ravens Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Rodgers to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Rodgers. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella, and he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Dobbins once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Rush in. 6 guys. 19 tight.
A give to Kamara running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Mustang 19. 37's the Mike 37. I'm scared.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got a man, that's Ayuk. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Check smash.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running right, this is Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Top low 18. We got 4. We got 4. And we go 37's the Mike. Mike 37. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And Stroud now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Slam. Check 52.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He's into the secondary. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 24. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. And they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Rodgers. That is caught and in for the Ravens touchdown. Tank Dell from 17 yards out. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Check. Seven Pirates.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Kamara. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Evans running straight ahead. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Second and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Hamler on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down and a yard.
Push him back. Push him back. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Time to go. Night, night.
Stroud. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large